What's up guys, it's Average Joel making average content for the average viewer, and I have made a very disturbing discovery. Something that is going to blow the floodgates wide open in a way that nothing has before, a conspiracy that starts right at the top. As you know, I play a lot of Call of Duty. Well, at least up until recently, I've always played a lot of Kart. But in the past few weeks, a Nintendo Switch has appeared in my house. So of course, I've been given the odd game of Mario Kart a go. And something has occurred to me. Mario Karts and Call of Duty are the same game. Crazy, I know, but hear me out. Obviously, this is all hyperbole to a certain extent, but I have been thinking about similarities in these games quite a lot, and a few things have really hit home for me. For example, in Call of Duty at the moment, we are plagued by SBMM. I've spoken at great length about this skid mark on the underpants of Call of Duty, and I think on the whole, we as a community can collectively decide that if we had to choose between SBMM and drinking a pint of lukewarm piss, we'd be straight in the kitchen getting that glass out. Now, this is where it gets weird. In Mario Karts, we have Toad. I mean, look at this smug dickhead, all bouncy and giggly. What the hell do you have to be so goddamn happy about, you smug little prick? God, I hate Toad. But no, seriously, there are quite a few similarities here, and I think we should discuss them. So let's talk about it. First of all, I want to make a comparison between two of my absolute favourite game series, Battlefield and Call of Duty. Now, I know that a lot of you guys that watch these videos are avid Call of Duty fans, and it may be hard for you to get this, but yes, I really enjoy both franchises. Stop the violence. But for very different reasons. On the one hand, we have Battlefield, which for the most part is a much slower and tactical game. It's very grounded in reality, and the main focus is on working as a team to capture objectives and moving tactically through the map. You also have arguably better graphics in terms of the particles and explosion effects, as well as a much greater destructibility and player agency. What this means for the player is that there is quite a large skill gap. Battlefield to a brand new player is extremely daunting. Not only do you have the core mechanics of the game, but you also have to learn to adapt to different situations and decide what is the best class to use, or how to best counter tanks and planes, or what is a good time to choose a sniper. And as such, Battlefield rewards you for putting hours into it and becoming a better player in each of those chosen fields. Now, Call of Duty, on the other hand, has much more condensed, fast-paced combat. I mean, even in Ground War in Modern Warfare, we see gameplay that is still very Call of Duty at its core, despite it being in much bigger maps. Now, if we were to look at the racing genre, we have games like Forza or Gran Turismo, which are more focused on being driving simulators, where you have to learn when it's the best time to downshift, how to effectively use the e-brake, and what tyres best suit the current weather conditions. And then you have Mario Kart, where the idea is that you have fun whilst you're playing with your mates and you don't take it too seriously. Just like Call of Duty, it is made for a much more casual audience. So although both of these games are made for a casual audience, you of course have players that want to be the best at it and want to play them competitively. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite up to date with the competitive Mario Kart scene. I mean, I'm sure there is one, it's just not something that I've looked into much. This is where a more competent YouTuber might have done some actual research, but this is an extremely average channel, so you have to make do with this. Similarly, Call of Duty has a large majority of its fan base that might hop on for 1 or 2 games a night to blow off some steam after school or work, but on the whole, never dive into the game much deeper than that. In Mario Kart, I'm sure you have noticed that some races you play, you will be miles ahead of your opponents, and you feel like you might just be the best player to ever play this game. But then in the very next game, you're in a race with a guy whose name is literally just Japanese letters, and you realise you're just about to get fucked harder than a stepmom stuck in a dishwasher. But then some races you aren't against players that are particularly skilled, but you seem to be hitting every little thing that has been thrown on the ground, like Stevie Wonder trying to cross a motorway. A good example of this is when you're about to turn a corner in first place doing a mad power drift, and then just after the apex of the corner, some knobhead has dropped a banana skin and you spin out of control and fucking Toad whizzes past you with that stupid smug grin on his face, and you just want to fry him up in a white sauce with some chicken and chuck it in a bloody pie. See who's laughing now, you smug little mushroom dickhead. Now, in this situation, 9 times out of 10, whoever placed that banana didn't do it out of any chess-like mind games or pure skill. They most likely dropped that banana the lap before because they might as well, because they're going to get something else in a minute. They weren't targeting you specifically, but the thing is, you have hit the skin and now you are no longer in first. And despite your level of skill and Mario Kart prowess, you have been put back on a level playing field. See where I'm going with this? In Call of Duty, the exact same thing happens. How many times have you been sweating it out with your Elite controller and your £100 headset, getting kill after kill? You're 1 kill away from getting that chopper gunner, raining down hell on these stupid little noobs and showing them that you're the alpha of this lobby, and then bam! You run into a random proximity mine in the middle of nowhere that isn't protecting anyone and does not have any strategic positioning. Someone just chucked it down because they had it and they hoped for the best. The thing is, for the game to be fun for a casual player, you have to somehow neuter the more competent player. The only way you can do this in a video game is to lower the skill gap, and this is done in a number of ways. In Mario Kart, if you're dead last and you get a pickup, you're going to have much more of a higher chance of getting the bullet bill, which autopilots you at super speed from 10th to 5th. There is no skill involved and it's just pot luck. And in Call of Duty, a good player might have the War Machine, Chopper Gunner and Harp as their kill streaks because they know that they have the skills to consistently achieve a high number of kills in a game. But the casual player has the opportunity to run a care package, so if they get 4 or 5 kills, they are in with the chance of getting a kill streak that they could never hope to achieve organically. And this makes the game more fun for them because they get to experience the same feeling of going mad with a score streak that the good player has had to work at for years and practice their skills. Now, obviously, as far as Mario Kart is concerned, you can't get mad at running over a banana or getting blue shelled just before you're about to win, because ultimately that is the whole point of the game. That's what it's advertised as, and on the whole, you aren't really going to be taking it too seriously because the whole point of the game is randomness. The problem lies in randomness in games where you are tricked into thinking that only skill matters. For me, Call of Duty is most fun when I am absolutely slaying it out, and to be fair, I've been playing COD for about 13 years now, so one would hope that after that many years of playing something, I would be quite good at it. But whereas Battlefield only rewards you for playing well and thinking through every decision, Call of Duty embraces the participation medal mentality. Although you obviously can be a very high skilled player in Call of Duty, the game is designed to bring you down a notch. Well, I suppose that's not fair to say. The game isn't specifically designed to hurt good players, but it's designed to give less skilled players more of a chance by keeping them with claymores to get easy kills with, and making footsteps loud enough so that you can always tell where the enemy is, or making kill streaks be reduced to just taking time rather than getting actual, kill streaks. I mean, Cold War just flat out gives players kills if they got a shot on an enemy before a better player finishes the job. That's the equivalent of giving the kid who came last in the bloody egg and spoon race the same reward as the guy who trained all year to win the 100-meter sprint. Now, Modern Warfare got rid of a lot of this nonsense and on the face of things seemed to make the skill gap higher. That is until you realise that they made the maps themselves deliberately random, so that at any given moment that you are on the move, you have upwards of 4 different windows or doors that you can be shot from, which in turn punishes the player who wants to do well and play aggressively, whilst encouraging the dirty little casual noob to pitch up a tent in a dark corner and wait for the good player to run past before shooting them at point blank range with a shotgun that might as well have the range of a bloody sniper. And breathe. Now, the point of this video isn't to slag off Call of Duty as a franchise. Like I said, I really enjoy this game a lot. I just wanted to point out some of the similarities that I have noticed with games like this and games like Mario Kart, which for all intents and purposes are targeted at a more casual audience. It doesn't make the game less enjoyable, but it can get frustrating when you feel like you are being cheated out of a big kill streak or winning a match when it comes down to randomness. The issue is that often we are being told that things like skill-based matchmaking are being used in the game to make it a more competitive experience, but the fact of the matter is that there are so many mechanics in COD that mean it is inherently not competitive. Even in Cold War, which admittedly doesn't have much cheese, there are still overpowered and unbalanced guns and care packages and all sorts of things that directly reduce the skill gap. So it's essentially like putting skill-based matchmaking into Mario Kart and calling it a competitive game. You cannot put custard on a steak and call it dessert. But anyway, it's food for thought, and I just thought that it might make an interesting video topic and start a bit of a discussion. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video down in the comments. I know it's a bit of a different one, but I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. If you've watched these videos for a while, you'll know that I love to see who sticks around until the end. So if you're still here, I'd like you to let me know by answering this question down in the comments. What is your porn star name? That being the name of your first pet followed by your favourite food. Mine is Frank Potato. Anyway, that's it from me today. I'm Average Joel. Peace.